Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay. In this video, I'll give you 15 reasons why I think the Titanic, that submersible um, uh, rescue mission will fail, and why I think they'll not make it. Now, this is not just to spew controversy. I listened to actually, I think, 30 plus videos, and I took down 15 points, which I don't know why the media is not talking about. But you listen to the 15 points and you tell me if you think that these 5 individuals will make it, yes or no. Now, I give them all my respect, and I really sincerely hope that if they get rescued, it's great. But the chances of them being rescued is, I don't know, less than 2%. Okay? And I'll tell you why. So here are the 15 points. You tell me if they can still survive even after all these 15 points are read. The first one, the submersible, no? this transport device, this like a vehicle that they created. There is only one brand like this. There's only one kind like this. It's not like there are different versions or you can compare and contrast. Only this company, the CEO, Ocean Gate, they have made it. And there is no other version of this. So if something goes wrong, only they know what is to be done. Okay. And obviously they'll have intellectual rights on it. So that's the first point. Okay. So now when you have a vehicle that only you know about and nobody else, how do you think is a chance for success? The second one is these are 5 people, 5 individuals. You should see the video. It's like a small little thing. It's not like a aircraft. It's not like a ship where you can move around. It's like huddled together. Like, you sometimes see The Day After Tomorrow, or you see a war movie where, soldier after soldier after soldier. See, so here there are 5 people sitting in a very compact this thing. And you can't move anywhere. There's no like toilet area, or this is the dining area, or here you can watch TV. There's absolutely none. It's 5 people. And sometimes when you have fear, when you panic, how claustrophobic and how suffocating it can be. Okay. Which comes to the third point, that is the oxygen. Oxygen is, you must have heard, no? It is still Thursday, but that is the maximum. That is considering carbon dioxide scrubbers, means they will remove the carbon dioxide and convert it to oxygen. And then there are strip tapes or stuff that you can hang. Or the backup, if that also fails, is oxygen tanks, like when you go diving. But this is the maximum. And here's the shocker. They are saying that they never actually had to utilize all this fail-safe one after another. So even though they're being optimistic about it, they're not sure, can it last? Okay. The next one is they never conducted a rescue operation like this. Can you believe that? It seems, check if what you think I'm saying is right or wrong. They never conducted a rescue operation until now. So when you have never conducted a rescue operations, neither the company nor the Coast Guard nor the government officials. In fact, the thing that even shocked me, they don't even have the infrastructure for it. They don't have the ships for it. They don't have the equipment for it. America doesn't have it. Canada doesn't have it. And nobody in the whole area has it. Even the company does not have it. So when you don't have a rescue mechanism or the equipment or the ability to rescue someone, how would you rescue? It's like having a construction or someone falls down. Let's say, we have had small child falls in a well, and then they get excavators and they get, wires that are dropped down with food. And just imagine no excavators, no nothing. How do you conduct the rescue operation? Then the next one, finding them, it seems, is finding. I did the slide comparison. The comparison I can give you is, an M&M chocolate, right? M&M green. Think an M&M green in a football field with green grass. And I ask you to close your eyes and I just throw it somewhere in that football field, somewhere. After 1.5 hours, I tell you, okay, now find it. Do you know how impossible that is? That is exactly how that is the odds of finding. That's why every video you see, they will say finding a needle in a haystack. They are using that terminology. Okay. Then the next point is wait. Let me just highlight this. Okay. I also told you that there is no radar. Seriously, this vehicle does not have a radar. So if you do not have a radar, how do you navigate? And this vehicle cannot power itself. It has no method or means to move. It's not like a submarine. This is like a a device where you sink down and you can just move here, there. That's it. And another thing that will baffle your mind, which shocked me, is they are going in total darkness. It's completely dark. After, it seems, a few feet, it's completely dark, pitch black. It's completely black. And if they have no power and it's totally black, what do you see? You might have some lamps or you might have some fail-safe and you're in darkness. You do not know where you are, no radar. You cannot go anywhere. Okay. Then this vehicle cannot power itself, which I've told you. This will shock you even more. There is no radio communication capabilities in this vehicle. Let that sink in. This vehicle has no radio capabilities. That means you can't radio and talk to anybody. So even if you are alive, there's no way for you to radio anyone. Yes, the only possibility is if it comes to the surface, and then there are multiple signals that will warn the authorities that they're there, and it's very strong. Then they will be detected in seconds or minutes. But that has not happened. And it seems that this submersible is such a vehicle that it was automatically designed to come to the surface. It gets rid of all the external parts, whatever, to make it light. And it automatically starts beaming all the signals that we are there. So it looks like a ship is there giving distress signals. This has not happened. Then here's a thing that the company, one of the engineers, he said, 1 in 5, let that sink in, 1 in 5 submersibles have been successful. That means every single day, if they had 5 submersibles go down, 1 only was successful, rest 5 would always have some issues, some problems, and they never highlighted this. The dive that took place at 2/3 of the level. So 2/3 of the level is, even if you have to come up, it should have happened by now. And the second thing is the possibility that if there's a hull breach, like small little, it's they were giving like each and every part of the unit. It's like a car, that much pressure is there. It would crumple like a piece of paper, not in piece of paper. It's just like squish, finished. And all the 5 people who are there, they do not know how to navigate the ship. They do not know where to go. Now comes the biggest shocker, which you can't challenge anyone. Let's assume the vehicle comes up. Even after it comes up, it is locked from outside. They can't open it from inside. It's locked from outside. So if they come up, they still cannot get oxygen. They are having the oxygen of what is in the small vehicle. That means if they came up, they can see the sea and they can see light. But now they can't open it. It's airtight. And they would die if someone doesn't open it. And last but not the least is, like I said, the oxygen intake. The amount that they give is only if a person is breathing normally. With the stress, with the pressure, with the heart rate going up, with the building of carbon dioxide, it's getting lesser and lesser. What do you think are the possibilities of, after I told you all this, of them getting saved? Do you still believe that a vehicle that has no radar, no powering capabilities, no radio, no way for them to open up from inside, there's no way to open, who are completely locked in. If they are on top, they can't get out. If they're inside, it's dark and it's cold. It's 2 degrees. And with a company that has a reputation that every one submersible is successful, rest 4 every day fail. There is no experience of rescuing them. There is no mechanism in place to rescue them. They have never done any rescue like this. You still believe that these individuals are going to make it. I always look at the probability with numbers, with, you need to be factual. Yes, hope is a beautiful thing. Prayer, faith. I'm not shitting down on all that. But one has to be realistic. And the way things are going, I don't think it's going to happen. That's what I have to say. You let me know what are your thoughts. And there are just, I think, hardly 24 more hours. And it's done. I'll just like to conclude by telling you one thing. I really do not know what their mental state of mind would have been, especially that 19-year-old boy, that father. Just don't know what to say. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Please be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful. I know some of you say that, oh, so many refugees are traveling illegally, crossing the channel, and when they capsize, nobody talks about them. Let's stick to these 5 individuals and talk about them. They're not doing anything illegal. Yes, they were doing something adventurous. They had the money, $250,000. But they're family people. They're human beings. Just because they're rich, let's not hate on them. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Feel free to give me, And yes, if I can be proved wrong, great. Nothing like it. All right. This is me signing off. You guys take care.